Close your eyes and picture the sun-drenched courts of Wimbledon. Now imagine a treasure vault hidden beneath them. This is not just a story about forehands and backhands. It's a story about vaults filled with art, car collections that would make kings jealous, and investments that span continents. Today on Cold Signal, we count down the top 10 richest tennis players in the world in 2025, as verified by financial reports and Forbes' real-time wealth lists. Who is the king of the tennis billionaires? You may be asking. Stay till the end to find out. Number 10, John McEnroe. Net worth, 100 million US dollars. He was the original bad boy of tennis. Now he's the gentleman of real estate. John McEnroe is more than an on-court firebrand. A 7-time Grand Slam singles champion, McEnroe parlayed his notoriety into lucrative television gigs. According to Tennis 365, recent estimates peg his fortune at about 100 million US dollars, with earnings not just from prize money $12.5 million, but from high-paying commentary roles with the BBC, ESPN, and major tournaments. He has served as a Laver Cup team captain and has become a fixture of Wimbledon and US Open broadcasts. Off the court, McEnroe reinvested his income into luxury real estate. He and wife Patti Smith own several homes in Malibu and the Hamptons, and reportedly hold about 50 million US dollars in Los Angeles property. He also runs an art gallery in Manhattan, blending his passion for visual arts with savvy business. This diversification means that even decades after his playing career, McEnroe's net worth continues to grow. From art to estates, McEnroe turned reputation into riches, but our next champion builds entire school campuses. Number 9, Andre Agassi. Net worth, 145 million US dollars. The rebel with the neon hair didn't just change fashion, he reinvented education. 8-time Grand Slam champion Andre Agassi made roughly 31 million US dollars in prize money during his career. Yet his wealth today comes from impact investing. In 2011, Agassi partnered with financier Bobby Turner to create the Turner Agassi Charter School Facilities Fund. This fund develops schools, leases them to operators, and sells once they reach capacity, providing a steady stream of cash flow. By 2025, the fund has built over 79 schools across the United States and aims for 120, generating multi-million-dollar profits. One sale alone in Florida netted $60.5 million US dollars. Agassi credits his tennis discipline for his business resilience. His philanthropic focus on education stems from dropping out of school himself. He wants to give other children the choices he never had. Estimates place his net worth between 145 and 175 million US dollars, making him one of the wealthiest retired players, a champion who builds schools. Our next legend invested in castles and clothing lines. Number 8, Andy Murray. Net worth, 149 million US dollars. He ended Britain's 77-year title drought and quietly built a business empire. Sir Andy Murray, 3-time Grand Slam champion and double Olympic gold medalist, retired from professional tennis at the Paris 2024 Olympics. According to Tennis Head, his net worth is estimated at 100 million to 110 million pounds as of May 2025, roughly 149 million US dollars. This wealth derives from 50.7 million pounds in prize money plus long-term endorsements with Under Armour, Jaguar, and his own clothing line AMC. Beyond sponsorships, Murray invests heavily. He owns the Cromlix House Hotel near his hometown of Dunblane, turning a Victorian mansion into a luxury resort. He also holds stakes in the sportswear brand Castore and has interests in real estate. These ventures ensure recurring income, illustrating how a champion known for grit on court has become a refined businessman off it. Our next entry was once known as the King of Serve and Volley. Today, his real estate flips are legendary. Number 7. Pete Sampras, net worth $150 million US. He dominated the 1990s with a swift serve. Now he dominates real estate listings. During the 1990s, Pete Sampras won 14 Grand Slam singles titles, earning $43 million US in prize money. His net worth today is estimated between $150 and $160 million US, while Nike, Wilson, and Pizza Hut endorsements contributed tens of millions. Sampras's real fortune comes from luxury real estate flips. Together with his wife, Bridget Wilson, Sampras has bought and sold mansions across California. They purchased a Beverly Hills estate for $8.9 million US in 2001 and sold it for nearly $17 million US. In 2017, they sold a Brentwood house for $7.25 million US, and their 16,000 square foot Thousand Oaks property fetched $25 million US in March 2023. He reportedly earns about $12 million US a year from these investments. For a man who once lived out of a suitcase on tour, Sampras now deals in mansions. From flipping mansions to flipping candy, our next entrant turns sweets into an empire. Number 6. Maria Sharapova, net worth $220 million US. She conquered the court at 17, then built a confectionery empire from scratch. When 5-time Grand Slam champion Maria Sharapova retired in 2020, she had earned $39 million US in prize money, the third highest total in WTA history. Yet she made more than $300 million US off the court through endorsements and business ventures. For 11 consecutive years, Sharapova was Forbes' highest paid female athlete, peaking at $30 million US in 2015. Sharapova's wealth flows from multiple streams. She launched the Sugarpova premium candy line in 2012, which expanded into chocolates and lifestyle accessories. She took equity stakes in wellness brand Therabody and the sunscreen company Supergoop. She serves on boards and invests in venture funds. These ventures, combined with residual endorsement deals, put her net worth around $220 million US. Beyond profit, Sharapova mentors female entrepreneurs and promotes wellness, proving that candy can fund a sophisticated empire. From candy to clay courts, the next player turns his love of Spain into restaurants and hotels. Number 5. Rafael Nadal, net worth $220 million US. The king of clay built an empire of academies, restaurants, and hotels. Rafael Nadal has amassed one of the most illustrious careers in tennis history. 22 major titles, including a record 14 French Opens, and countless weeks in the top 10. On-court success yielded hundreds of millions in prize money and endorsements. Yet the Mallorcan invests with equal passion. Nadal co-founded Mabel Capital, an investment firm that owns stakes in the upscale Tatel and Toto restaurant chains. According to Forbes, Tatel, backed by Nadal, singer Enrique Iglesias, and soccer legend Pau Gasol, has expanded from Madrid to Ibiza, Miami, Beverly Hills, Doha, and Dubai. In 2022, he partnered with Meliá Hotels to launch Zell, a lifestyle hotel brand. The venture plans to open resorts and urban hotels across Spain and eventually Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and the Americas. Nadal describes Zell as a project I have had in mind for a long time, synonymous with feeling good at all times and enjoying life. He also operates the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca and satellite tennis centers in Mexico and Greece, training the next generation of champions. These ventures, alongside sponsorships with Nike, Babolat, and Kia, maintain his estimated net worth around $220 million US. Next comes the man who refused to bow to injuries and built wealth through longevity and discipline. Number 4. Novak Djokovic, net worth $250 million US. He broke every record on court, then invested in everything from biotech to restaurants. Novak Djokovic is arguably the most dominant men's player ever. By 2025, he had captured a record 24 Grand Slam singles titles and accumulated $189 million in career prize money, the most in tennis history. His sustained success and global popularity translate to lucrative sponsorships with Lacoste, Hublot, ASICS, and state-owned telecommunications firms. Off-court, Djokovic invests strategically. He founded the Novak Djokovic Foundation to support early childhood education in Serbia. He holds equity in biotech firms, restaurant chains, and a stake in the Ultimate Tennis Showdown League. With a disciplined team that manages his finances and real estate portfolio, Djokovic's net worth is estimated at about $250 million. Our next legend turned a dazzling serve and a charming smile into a venture firm and his seat on the Miami Dolphins ownership table. Number 3. Serena Williams, net worth $350 million. She rewrote history on court and now writes checks for startups. With 23 Grand Slam singles titles, Serena Williams is widely considered the greatest women's player of all time. Her on-court earnings reached nearly $95 million, more prize money than any other female athlete. Yet her wealth extends far beyond winners' checks. After winding down her playing career in 2022, Williams launched Serena Ventures, a venture capital firm that has invested in more than 60 companies across fintech, e-commerce, and health, often focusing on founders from underrepresented groups. She holds equity stakes in the Miami Dolphins NFL team and Angel City FC Women's Soccer Club, and she inked licensing deals under the Win Beauty Cosmetics line. Williams also launched the multimedia company 926 Productions, produced the film King Richard, and remains a fashion icon. Forbes estimates her net worth around $350 million. With a powerful personal brand and an array of investments, Serena continues to inspire a generation of athletes turned entrepreneurs. Only 2 names remain: a Swiss maestro who found gold in shoes, and a Romanian tycoon whose fortunes dwarf everyone else. Number 2. Roger Federer, net worth $1.3 billion. Elegant on court, ruthless in the boardroom. The first tennis billionaire, Roger Federer is one of the most decorated athletes in history. 20 Grand Slam titles and 310 weeks at world number 1. His longevity and grace brought in $130.6 million in prize money and more than $1 billion off the court. In 2025, Bloomberg's Billionaires Index values Federer's fortune at $1.3 billion, making him the second tennis billionaire. What propelled the Swiss maestro into the billionaire club? Federer invested early in the Swiss running shoe company On. After acquiring a 3% stake in 2019, he helped design the Roger Pro shoe. On's 2021 IPO valued his stake at around $500 million. He also signed a 10-year, $300 million apparel deal with Uniqlo and retains long-standing partnerships with Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Lindt, and others that pay millions annually. His management agency Team 8 co-owns the Laver Cup exhibition event and represents rising stars. Federer's wealth underscores how strategic equity stakes and licensing deals can eclipse prize money. At 44, he remains an influential ambassador for the sport and a symbol of effortless luxury. If Federer is a billionaire, who sits at number 1 with twice his fortune? Number 1. Ion Țiriac, net worth $2.3 billion. From the ice rinks of Innsbruck to the halls of power, meet tennis's quiet billionaire. Ion Țiriac may not be a household name to modern fans, yet he is the richest tennis player alive. Born in Brașov, Romania, Țiriac played professional tennis and ice hockey. even representing Romania at the 1964 Winter Olympics. After retiring in the 1970s, he coached stars like Boris Becker and Murat Seyfen, then launched his own empire. Țiriac founded the Țiriac Group, encompassing banking, insurance, auto dealerships, and real estate. He established Romania's first private bank in 1990 and once owned the Madrid Open Tennis Tournament, selling it for 390 million euros. His passion for luxury extends to a legendary collection of over 400 cars and motorcycles, including vehicles previously owned by Al Capone, Sammy Davis Jr., and Elton John. Forbes lists him with a real-time net worth of $2.3 billion as of September 7, 2025. Yet Țiriac courts controversy. He has opposed equal prize money for women, sparking backlash from Serena Williams, and drew headlines for wearing a political hat courtside at the French Open. Nonetheless, his financial acumen, buying assets in post-communist Romania, and assembling a diverse portfolio makes him tennis's wealthiest figure. In the landscape of sports billionaires, Țiriac stands apart, a businessman who used tennis not to earn money, but to springboard into industries far beyond the court. From rebellious shotmakers to visionary investors, these athletes prove that the wealth game extends long after the final set.